I think all across the board. We didn't tackle the way that we normally do. We gave up some big plays. I think Keith just told me every scoring drive had a pass play of 25 yards. I don't know if they ran for 100 yards, but they certainly hit us on double move and a trick play and a missed tackle. And then offensively in the second half, we couldn't get anything going. So, proud of the guys' effort. I thought they fought at the end to go down and get the ball back and stop them on defense and, try to block the kick and go down and have a chance to go kick a field goal to win that game, which I expect us to go do. But overall, just, the whole performance was not our best.
When you have to pass the ball, how do you feel about it, given what you just saw? What do you feel like were the issues today, both quarterback, offensive line, and defensive?
Yeah, I think it was they played us in like base zone coverages on first down, and I thought early on we had 90 yards rush in the first half. Thought we could run the ball well. Had some early third down conversions. They on second down they played man. On third down they played man and pressured us, and just didn't beat those enough. Had some plays dialed up where I thought we were going to win, and there was pressure, or other plays where there was no pressure, and we just couldn't quite connect. You see sometimes, when we have rhythm and we have timing, we're in a little bit of tempo at the end. We made some plays. Just certainly not good enough in the passing game at all.
How would you evaluate Heinrich specifically?
I'd have to watch the tape to see Heinrich. I thought he ran the ball ran the ball well at times, made some good explosive plays. I know he competed. He brought us back. I'd have to just go back and watch the tape. I know those last two, the ball was knocked out of his hand, so you guys probably had a better vantage point on the replay than I do from the field, so I'd have to go back and see what exactly that was and why those things happened.
Would you consider making a change for a spark? Or obviously you mounted that drive late, but was that
No, I didn't consider that. I was just in the flow of the game. I mean, to me, it's a Big Ten game. It's a 13-10 game. They come out, the punting game, they had the field tilted towards them. So, we had been stopping them. And then obviously the kid made the great catch down the right sideline to make it a 10-point game. And, I thought we were moving the ball down there, took a shot down to Malachi and, got tangled up and, didn't catch it. But, I don't think I was just trying to get our guys to play through it. This is kind of what the Big Ten football is going to be like. It's a tight one-score game down the stretch, and we expect you to go make the plays to win. And, that's all across the board.
Was there instruction to Kim to fair catch everything?
Yeah, so we had Billy and Ethan both up, right? You saw Ethan go out there at the end to catch it. Billy's just not quite 100% cleared, but he wanted to catch the ball. Last week the ball kept rolling and hitting, so they hit some bombs. Even all of those, it look, I know it doesn't look great. Even the gunners were down, kind of bearing on him, so he fair caught it. I think if he would have had we went for the block a lot today, so the thought process was like, hey, let's go try to block it. We think we have a chance. We thought we had a chance going in the game to be a good block team. So we were trying to block him and then put him back there for the stability of winning the turnover battle.
Okay. How would you describe your pass defense today? It seems like they hit a few big ones on you.
Yeah, obviously got hit on the double move, got hit in zone on a shallow cross. I just felt like kind of watching the guys on defense. It just never felt as crisp and as right as it normally is. I wouldn't say certainly it was flat, but just they made some big plays. They made a great catch on the double pass. They made a great catch on the fade route down the sideline, and that's a play. If you look at it, you go back and look at the highlight. Phelan's over the top as a post player. Going down to catch the ball. You're hoping that you come across and pick those balls off or not, get a big hit. So credit to them. They made big catches down the field, but we were able to get to the quarterback sometimes, but not enough. It just never quite got into the rhythm on defense that you're used to until the very end, right? The very end. Even then, they were still throwing the ball. And we were able to make some plays, but it just wasn't quite what I'm used to seeing from the guys.
Is that the secondary when you say it wasn't quite that? Or was it front back?
I would just say the whole thing. I think I've asked all of our guys. I mean, it just felt like Five's an excellent back. Let me just start by saying that Carter's an excellent back, and it just never felt quite as to the level of the way we've been playing in terms of the physicality and coming downhill and striking and tackling. Like, I feel like we're falling off bus, but it was never. I wouldn't say it was egregious. It just at the end of the day, like we expect our defense to go out and play to a standard. Kind of like I said to you guys last week, right? The standard wasn't quite what we thought last week. But again, we can't give up big plays. It doesn't matter how good you are on defense, sacks, takeaways. If you don't take the ball away and you give up big plays, it's not a recipe for winning.
I know the circumstances have to be considered with the turnovers, but again, you're -3 today. How do you feel about that and also not generating any turnovers?
Yeah, I thought our ball security and all those things that have been plaguing us, snaps on the ground, I thought it was so much better, right? I thought it was significantly better in the game. But to your point, we never took the ball away. At the end of the game, we can't have those things happen. We have to make those plays, and so there'll never be an excuse for being -3, right? It's -3 and you lose by 3. I mean, you're probably a better football team than that. So, as I said to our guys, our guys, we're a good football team. We're finding out what it's like to play games with consequences late in the year. When you come in after winning a couple games, you're finding out they're finding out for the first time that people are ready for you. They did not pay attention to you all week. They studied you all week, and you're going to have to fight, scratch, and claw, and not just assume, well, we've stopped them for 2 drives, we're going to get them going now, or hey, we ran the ball. The first drive coming out of halftime, we had 30 yards rushing on the drive, and then we sputter. So there's a lot more lessons to learn from this game. It's painful, but they have to learn them.
Apologies if you touched on this already, but was there something affecting Brian Machine today?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Anything. I know the one time just a rusher came in, but I mean, I think there's nothing that I know of.
Did you want him to down it, to down it on that last play, or did you want to run it?
No, we were calling basically Hail Mary on that play. I mean, it's 4 seconds left, so the guys were jogging back, and it was just such a long, we were in position to, if we hit that ball, if we hit that in cut, we're going to probably kick a field goal, and it went back, however many yards, went back 15. That's kind of a game ender. And we teach our guys, right, at the end of the day, to win these games, pocket integrity matters, your ability to rush the quarterback and your ability to protect the quarterback in those situations. That includes the quarterback, the receivers, everybody. Those things matter, and we just weren't able to make that. We just need to make one more play down the stretch of that half.
Is it in theory?
No. I didn't. Nothing was explained to me.
Would you have had to let the clock run out for them?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, because we're at home and because we don't get replays, and we really, unless I see it clearly, I have to kind of count on them, right? Does that make sense? So someone has to tell me, hey, they did this, they did that. So you guys saying this to me, I couldn't see that. There was a pile of people in front of me. I couldn't see that as it happened. So, we don't have technology in the box. So at least most of us don't, have technology in the box. Maybe sometimes you'll go to a place that has a press box, camp TV you can see. So I know our guys were trying to look at some things that we thought, we were hoping that the touchdown was going to be ruled incomplete that they caught, and the guys were kind of looking over, trying to see a TV, and we were looking at the board, but nothing was explained to me. I mean, I asked a couple questions during the day about some face masks and pass interference on the field. They always gave me a great explanation, but I don't know what happened on that. Thanks, guys.
I know the history of education being a top quarterback continues for you. What were you seeing out there today? What do you feel like you did well? Where do you feel like you struggled?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what happened, 3 turnovers isn't acceptable. That's going to lose us games, and it did today. we're going to shoulder that. I mean, we keep talking about it. We got to fix it. That's the biggest thing is, especially in this conference, you can't do that. So we're going to continue to work on that.
Heinrich, first 4 drives at halftime were all punts. What do you think was maybe off with the execution of those drives?
Yeah, I mean, they were giving us some good looks, taking away some stuff that, we hadn't planned for. Eventually we started to find a rhythm, find some things that, were opening up for us. Emmett, AG, they're all running hard and, just continuing to find a rhythm, especially like you said, we couldn't really coming out. And, I think as we continue to grow as an offense and some of these younger guys, grow up, myself included, we're going to be able to find that rhythm earlier.
Is there a play or two, especially that you'd like to have back?
Yeah, of course. There's those 2 picks. There's, the first one especially, just got to throw that one. Got to see the safety and, throw him more skinny. But, on the other side, that there's plays that, happened that were great, and, you never get a play back. So, just continue to live with it.
Does this feel like a learning lesson in a way about your finally playing meaningful games this time of year and what it's going to take to win these games?
Yeah, I would definitely say, as an offense and just as a program, we have to go through these type of games to, get to where we want to get to. So I know it was ugly and there's a lot of, things we could have did better, turnovers and everything, but I definitely think we learn a lot from, losing. You learn a lot of things in life from losing. And our team's been through so much adversity. We fought back at the end. It didn't go as planned, but I definitely think we just got to learn from this and just keep moving like we've been doing all year.
I know it wasn't an ideal spot to be in the last minute there. We're down 3 and having to chase points. But how comfortable do you think this offense is in that 2-minute stuff right now?
Yeah, I mean, we practiced that a lot, and I think our operation was pretty smooth. Especially for, like I said, I mean, we've got a lot of freshmen out there that don't have a lot of reps at that, and that just goes to show the effort, the work that we put in on the practice field in those situations. And like I said, as we continue to get better as an offense, those things will start to click more. It's just one little play, one little thing at a time. Eventually we're going to be deadly.
On that second to last play, did you feel your arm moving forward when they hit it, or what was your perception of what happened there? Was it a fumble or incomplete pass?
Those are tough. I got my eyes down the field trying to make a play, and in that moment, you don't have time. You got to play it like it's a fumble, because if you're just standing there looking at the ref like it's an incomplete pass, like you're wasting. You waste 4 seconds. That's the last thing that we can do. So, we treated that in my mind. As soon as I felt it come out of my hand, I immediately thought fumble. Just sprinting back there, trying to get on it. We knew what the last play was going to be. So, in situations like that, they may have reviewed it and it may have been coming for it. I don't know. But, treat it like a fumble and play it as it lies, I guess.
Did you see Heinrich going on with their pass rush today that gave you guys trouble? I mean, you can speak to the offensive line, but you in particular with some of the sacks.
Yeah, they started to heat us up a little bit. Some interior stuff that, I don't know if they had really shown before, but the O-line, those guys, I trust those guys, and we're going to continue, work on seeing those looks, stuff that teams are going to game plan for us. They're going to come up with new blitzes and trying to exploit our weaknesses, and part of that, Emmett did a great job today, picking up some of those and being a check down as well. So.
And how do you feel about it? Kind of talk about the offensive rhythm. From your perspective, how do you feel about that and just the way that works for you when there's 3 of you guys rotating running backs?
Yeah, I definitely just say, you always got to be ready at the running back position. AG, Fleeks, those guys can make plays and everything. And so having all 3 of us out there, we just got to all go out there and do our jobs. And even, I know you guys give a lot of, blame to H. He's our quarterback. But, I love him. Our O-line loves him. We're going to do a better job protecting, giving him more time to throw the ball, things like that. But from the running back position, just going out there and just competing every game and trying to help put the offense in a great position on 2nd and 3rd down especially.
How would either of you guys assess ball security today?
I mean, obviously, Emmett and the running backs did a phenomenal job. You know, no balls on the ground by them. You know, that last fumble, you know, I don't know if there's a whole lot. And even the second last fumble, you know, maybe just feeling that a little bit more. But, you know, I think, you know, this whole week we've been working on that. You know, 2 hands on the ball, just getting up in the pocket. And so, I mean, besides those, you know, just those 2 weird, you know, in the pocket, you know, you can't always feel that stuff. But I got to do a better job of that. And, you know, obviously, like I said, the picks, you know, just need to get more reps at that.
What do you think people really want to, either one of you can expect from this team going back home as you get back at it next week?
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, you're going to get a team that's going to come back the next week and fight. You know, we've been through a lot of adversity. Like I said, this team, we all love each other. We're all going to go out there and play hard for each other. And so you're definitely going to see a team that, you know, doesn't quit and give up. We're never going to quit. We're just going to watch the film, learn from it, and get ready for Maryland. You know, that's another great team coming to our house. So we just got to prepare and just get ready for that.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I guess, how are you? What happened? I guess, why did you miss so soon?
I tore my meniscus and in my knee, and had surgery on it last month, 2 Mondays ago, and I'm fully back.
You see from the pass rush, I think they ended up with 7 sacks. Did they throw anything different at you?
No, we just didn't play like we need to.
So,
There was things that we got ready for this week, and we just didn't execute them the way that we did this whole week. And I myself have gave up things that I shouldn't have, and I know better. Throughout the game, I should have done better, because as an offensive lineman, you kind of learn throughout the game. You know, you're supposed to get better throughout the game because eventually you know what somebody gives you and what somebody will do with you, and I just didn't do that, and we just need to get back to work.
What were they showing y'all today?
A lot of games, you know, we ran the ball on them early in the game, and we were able to run it, so they had to, you know, bring in a lot of blitzes, a lot of games, you know, Pirates. They had to bring cats. They had to bring Bama X's. You know, they had a lot of different things that they could show. But you know, I thought on the run we picked it up pretty well. But at the end of the day, like I said, we just kind of need to execute a lot better, and that's me included.
you've got young offensive teammates all over the place out there on the line and skill spots. What did you see from those guys today as far as their composure and the way that they tried to fight through some of the lulls that you had? There were some pretty long periods on the offensive side where you guys just kind of struggled with the ball.
You know, we do 2 minute. We do, you know, team compete every day. We do it here before the game too, and you see those faces during practice sometimes, but I'd much rather see that during practice than I would in games. And in games, you really don't see it much, because you know, for these young guys, they don't know any different. They don't know anything else than what's next. They don't know anything else than next play mentality. You know, they don't know anything else than that. And so it's more us older guys that have to buy in more. I have to buy in more. I have to believe in it more, because for them, like I said, they just got here. They know nothing else. That's all they know, and that's all they are used to. And so for them, that's easy. For them, it's easy to, you know, stay at that steady base, stay at that steady level of you know, no ups and downs, no high level emotion changes, you know. And for us as an offensive line, it's a little different too because Coach Raiola teaches us that a lot. That like it doesn't matter how the game's going, like it's no ups and downs, no position changes for us. It's just you staying at the same level, you execute, you do your job, and you do your job better than the other person.
Nor is an older guy. You mentioned kind of buying in. For a lot of the older guys have been in these kind of meaningful games in the month of November. So how do you take this as learning lessons, growing pain? How do you want to look at it?
Yeah, I mean, we got to look at it tomorrow morning, tomorrow whenever we watch film, and got to make sure that like those same mistakes that I was talking about earlier that we don't do those, and got to work on them, and then take on the next game. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we didn't come out flying around like we should, and it just all starts with practice. So we just got to keep it up and just keep pressing every day.
Do you know why that was?
I think I don't know. We were like today wasn't really like our best start to a game that the defense have ever played. But we came out, we learned from it in the second half, and then we were flying around.
How do you think you guys have had a lot of good starts defensively, and today, a couple of third down completions and they kick a field goal at the start? How much does that impact the energy that you guys have moving forward through the rest of the game when you have a start that isn't ideal?
Well, for me, it's just all a part of the process, and it's all a part like how you learn these situations. Coming out, not starting the best, and then it's just about like responding. I think we did a great job responding. So it's not really bad. It's like it's just a part of the process.
They hit you with anything you weren't expecting, especially early, like first try?
Well, like trick plays, we laugh at them, and we move on and stuff like that. So like just things like that, the double passes, the reverse. Yeah, we practice it every day. Beginning of practice, during practice, we have periods where it's just like ball is king, and just going attacking the ball and just not getting one today. That's just like something that we just got to look forward to next week and set that as a priority.
You mentioned that for most of the second half, it seemed like the field was tilted. Through special teams plays, whatever was going on, you guys faced some pretty tough situations, taking over. Coming out on defense when they were in less territory or near the 50. What kind of stress does that put on you guys as a defense to face those over and over?
It's just like, we do a great job at practice, like unexpected and then the situations and things like that. So just being able to respond and, having a what's next mentality and just one play at a time, we just got to keep doing a better job at that. Just the quick flip.
What do you think of your offensive line compared to the ones you faced earlier this season?
They were a pretty solid group compared to a lot of other teams that we faced. It's just Big Ten, the Big Ten linemen. So yeah, they were just a pretty solid group.
Just help you. You've been digging for a while, right? What's been the up and down for you and where you at now?
It's just being able to play through a little nag. So it felt good to be able to fly around today. Thank you.
As an older guy, what needs to happen now? How do you guys move on and achieve what you want to achieve going back home?
Just stick to Coach Rule's process. Like I've said throughout the season, win or lose, we're going to stick to our process, and we got to watch film, see what we got to fix for next week. But that's really it. Just stick to our process.
When did you know that you were going to play today, and how did you guys
I've been practicing all week, so I knew I was going to play today. Just getting that rotation with the DBs, connection. We all play together, so yeah.
Hey, Ty, coming into this, you guys were on a 3-game winning streak, and Michigan State is not doing well. Did you notice any complacency or any overconfidence on your team's part this week and all leading into this?
I wouldn't say there was any complacency or overconfidence. We've also been in their shoes the past few years, so coming off a 3-game win streak, that's just what we were doing. We came out today, and it's not like nobody outplayed us, nobody played harder than us. It just ended up falling out that we didn't win.
For any of you guys, Coach Rule, you said you just didn't see the crispness on the defensive side that he's been used to. Did you feel that during the game where you're trying to get something going? What's your take on that?
Yeah, in the first half, obviously, it wasn't up to the standard, I don't think. But
we got it back in the second half, but we can't allow it in the first half.
Isaac, playing meaningful football games, meaningful in the context of, you know, you're playing for something you can see, you know, a bowl game, a division championship. How does it change anything within the, you know, what you think you're getting from your opponents, or, you know, what this team's mentality is when there aren't a lot of guys in the locker room who've been in that spot before?
No, because none of us have been in that spot before. So if I look at it like that, then I'm wrong. I got to look at it as 1-0 each week, because if I'm looking ahead, then I'm not focused enough on the game in front of me.
How was it to have Buford back?
I mean, we all knew early in the week, even before this week, that he's going to be coming back soon. Just really just seeing it in the game. He always been practicing with us, but just letting it come to the game. I mean, I was excited for him. You know, I'm super proud of him. He's been waited over a year, so now he back now, and it's just kind of it's going to help the secondary and the whole defense. To be honest, yep.
Did you guys draw inspiration from seeing Buford out there early? I mean, and late?
No doubt. I mean, that guy's worked his butt off to get back to playing. So when I saw him out there, it was pretty exciting.
One more, you know, in spite of this, how excited are you about the opportunity you still have in front of you in these last 3 games?
Man, I'm super excited. I mean, I'm just blessed to keep playing football, and I'm happy to be playing with them. It's just they all make it fun. So I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm having fun with these guys, and however many games we got left, I'm gonna have fun with them. So it don't matter. I'm just keep going.